What's up, guys? No Town Gamer here with another movie review. This one here is for Until Dawn, video based off a video game. So video game adaptation, if you will, or lack thereof. I will say, I will say that. This one here, let's start off with director and all that stuff. Director, it is directed by David F. Sandberg. It is written by Blair Butler and Gary Dauberman. It stars Ella Rubin, Michael Cimino, and Peter Stormare. Hope I'm saying that right. And Peter Stormare is actually in the game, the original game. I don't know why I said original because there's only one game. But that being said, so that was pretty cool, actually letting him be in the movie, which I did like. I thought that was pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get into it. Right off the bat, we'll go ahead and talk about how I say it video game adaptation, and I mean loosely, very loose. It is, let's see, it's got elements of it, and they try to tie into the game more near the end-ish. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's just not shot well. I will say that. Not shot well and not really thought out that well, unfortunately. But that being said, if you haven't played the game, I think most people are probably going to like the movie if they never played the game. Just know that if you have played the game, just know that, and you can pretty much tell from the trailers, that it doesn't follow the game specifically at all. Even though it is technically an adaptation of a video game, they just don't really follow that. They kind of do their own thing, which unfortunately it doesn't work that well. That being said, I still liked the movie, even though it's not really following the game. It has elements from the game. I like some of the things that they added in there, which none of this stuff is spoilers, but like the hourglass, which is actually on the video game cover, that's in the game. Some of the Wendigo from the game, some of the creatures are in the movie, but other than that, it's not following that story. So just when you go in, which you should probably know from the trailers, that it's not going to follow the game specifically at all. Just bear that in mind. But I still thought it was a decent movie. Unfortunately, the main character, they essentially find this cabin in the woods, essentially, and they are looking for this girl's sister. So that's pretty much the draw on how they get to where they're going. And that being said, they did it real fast. That was almost the main reason on why they're taking this trip, but it doesn't really get settled well. It's kind of just oh yeah, I forgot that's originally why they came to this place. It's one of those things, so they don't really tie that in, which is kind of like the downfall of the movie. The story is just okay. It's got some loopholes for sure. But that being said, I still liked it. I still liked the way it was shot. I liked the blood. For all those people who like blood and gore, there's plenty of blood and gore. There's plenty of over-the-top blood and gore as well. A lot of gore you're probably even going to find humorous. There's some, I won't spoil it for anybody, but there is a scene in there that I thought was pretty funny. The way they were killing everybody, I thought it was hilarious. But that being said, and these people, they essentially, restart their day. They don't know how many times they have before they need to figure out the main thing. They don't really know how many they get. They just kind of guess from there. And essentially, they have to survive until dawn. Therefore, the movie title. But that being said, so it's got the Groundhog Day thing where you kind of repeat the same thing over and over. They all die, and they restart. Hourglass restarts. Okay, cool. But that being said, it's kind of weird that they don't really go with the concept of like learning from their mistakes, as these how these Groundhog movies are. Happy Death Day, that's how they are. Each time they die, they're learning more and more things. And if they would have focused more on the actual like learning, the learning part each time that they die, instead of like this fast forward method that I won't spoil you on how they fast forward essentially, where it just kind of seems kind of thrown together, like they just kind of rushed it. And yeah, that was kind of one of the downfalls. And the characters, I think they had some funny lines. They had some funny lines, but I've also seen a lot of people that have reviewed this that, you know, you don't really, and I mean, I myself, you don't really get invested into the characters. But that being said, I mean, I guess it is kind of fun to watch them die. But yeah, and you should probably have at least one, maybe two of the 5 characters where, you know, you're rooting for them, but you just didn't really like care for them that much. But that being said, I got a few chuckles on some of the things that they had, some of the references that some people may have not have understood or have gotten. But it's an okay movie. Like I said, I like the horror. I like the horror elements. If they would have focused more on kind of what they did in the first half of the movie and expanded upon that in the second half instead of just kind of like rushing it, I would have been a heck of a lot better. And if they actually would have followed the game, I know you don't want to follow it like scene for scene. That's great, but you can still follow most of the same storylines for the movie or from the game. You can still follow that and still change like a few things, but they didn't do that. And I think that was kind of the downfall of the movie, unfortunately. But that being said, I still liked it. It's not great. It's definitely not great. People who have played the game, they may not like it that much. That's understandable. People who didn't play the game and just go into watching this movie, they may like it, but they may realize that even themselves that they're not really caring for these characters that they have in the movie. So, excuse me. That being said, I will go ahead and just give this movie. I'm still going to go 7, just because I liked the setting. I liked that. I liked the blood and gore and stuff like that. I'm still going to give this a 7. And is it worth it to go out and see in theaters? Probably not. But for me, I enjoyed it. Probably I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I will say that. But yeah, so we'll just go 7 on this one. But you can wait for streaming on this one. If you like horror movies and stuff like that, just wait for streaming. If you're, bored and you're looking for a horror movie to see, you can go see Sinners. That one's definitely a way better horror-esque movie. Or you can just wait for streaming. So we'll leave it at a 7. As always, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one, and thank you for watching. I do appreciate it.